Hello guys, and welcome back to King Aegon Targaryen, and we're at peacetime, guys. It's done. We finished the conquest. Now it's Aegon's time to try to stabilize things a little, cause well, it's really difficult to be a foreign invader and not have people rebel against you. They just don't seem to like you. It's really weird. They don't like that you take away their independence. Don't know, kind of weird if you ask me. You can see there's already a war here, with Heron the Black being an idiot, which is how we left the last episode. He's trying to take back the Riverlands. Which is, it's honestly ridiculous. I don't know why he's doing that, because I'm obviously not going to let him, but apparently, thanks to Mega War, I can't command him to end the war. So that's fun. Aside from that, I mean, it's not much to say about last episode. It was just when we finished the conquest, so let's get going. Our council's set. All we need is the Hand of the King, which is Ori's, as we know. Ah, yes, then we have all the demesnes to give over here. Queen Visenya Targaryen has been a leal and able servant, having successfully completed many tasks in aid of the Iron Throne. It would be seen as the right and honorable course to reward her with certain incomes and grants so as to foster greater loyalty. Yeah, I'll do that. Now, it's a lot of things to do right there, so I'll actually pause. We're low on gold, but first things first. Aegon needs a Kingsguard. I love the Kingsguard sections. Because we gotta appoint 7 new men. And, really, I have no idea who I'm going to appoint. I mean, is the Coharies boy here? Alan's not a fighter. Alton's not... I could appoint Alton Coharies, I guess. He's decent. But let's see if we can get a better sword first. Establish a Kingsguard. Knights from powerful houses. Okay, so we start off... We have Gerald Lannister of the Rock, who's a good fighter. He's brave. But is this man the first Lord Commander of the Kingsguard? I don't think so. Sir Adam Hightower is pretty good. And Sir Lionel Hightower, slightly better fighter. I don't like any of those, though. Oh, wait, does that break it? Do we need a Kingsguard member? Just gonna search for it the old-fashioned way. My men of my religion group. Unmarried, not rulers. And let's just find some formidable fighters, shall we? Utherin. He's really good, but he's a slave, so I don't think I can even, yeah. Well, see, here's Sir Humphrey the Mummer, who is canonically on the Kingsguard. He is infirm at this point, so I don't really want to point him. This guy's a slave. This guy's a slave. The slaves are really good fighters. I could go with Sir Cregan, a clawman, who is a former slave, formidable fighter, brave. He's really good. Should we just go with Sir Cregan? Which is a character of interest, because I'm going to look through other options, see if there's maybe a giant skilled fighter somewhere. You know, someone who's really good at fighting. And I'll sort by great houses, just so we can have some more familiar names, maybe. Ramsay Eliver. I can't appoint him to the Kingsguard. Ruthless, brave, deceitful, a skilled fighter. This guy's really good, and he has no family. He holds no lands, so he has really no reason not to join me. Keep an eye on him. Sir Stefan the Red. Oh, I really like that, but he's the heir to Alden Keep. An Uller who looks fantastic as well. Just so many good choices, isn't there, for the Kingsguard? Okay, I think what we're going to do is... We might just appoint Cregan as Lord Commander, actually, because Aegon never had much of a worry about the peasantry being in the Kingsguard. I mean, he appointed Humphrey the Mummer, right? And that was just because he was a really talented fighter, really agile and whatnot. He appointed the Dark Robin, I think, who's like a cousin or uncle. He wasn't particularly close to the Darkland family, I don't think. Don't know where he is here. What happened to him? Was that just something that happened in the mod and maybe the Dark Robin isn't even a real character? It's possible. So, yeah, I'm just going to base it on pure talent, and Cregan appears to be the best fighter. So, yeah, I'll appoint him to the Kingsguard. Sir Cregan has a concerned look when he receives your request. You do me a great honor, your grace, he says, but I fear I cannot give up the pleasures of women for a lifetime. Well, fantastic. Thank you for leading me to a pointless little doubt over who I should appoint Lord Commander. I'm not going to make it Ramsay Oliver. Not because he's not a great fighter, I want to appoint him to the Kingsguard, but because he's an old gods believer, and I don't want the Lord Commander who's in charge of all the Kingsguard to kind of have, you know, issues with them for the... So yeah, basically, I'm discriminating against the Northerners. Just don't tell them that. Brandon Stark's an option. Sure. I think Stefan the Red is going to become the first member of my Kingsguard if he's willing to join. Sir Stefan Bushy kneels. I'm sorry, your grace, he says. But someday I'll hold lands of my own. My house needs me more than the realm. This is not going good. This little search for a Kingsguard, people aren't picking on to the idea. They really don't seem to enjoy it. Huh. I might just appoint the Northerner, because I don't see anyone particularly great. Yeah, whatever, it's the Northerner, I guess. No discrimination here. Aegon never wanted to discriminate. I didn't say anything about that. Ramsay Oliver. Okay, well, this is just ridiculous. Ramsay Oliver looks like he's about to laugh. I'm sure your Westerosi guard is a great honor for your kind, he says, but a Northman such as me has no place guarding you. You know what? Okay, fine, I'll just look at people of my religion. God. Stefan doesn't want to do it. I could appoint Oler, but he's not even a knight. He's just a squire. No, I won't have a squire as Lord Commander of the first Kingsguard. I refuse. Might have to be just like the Lannister or the Hightower. Richard Root would be a solid member of it. I just don't want him a Lord Commander. Do we have anyone who's brave, maybe? Just like a skilled fighter and brave, you know, a decent little personal combat skill there. No, of course we don't. Okay, so don't see anyone here who's fantastic, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to appoint Sir Adam Hightower, yes, Sir Adam Hightower, as Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, if he'll join me, because no one seems to want to. He's brave, a trained fighter, he's a decent commander, he's an aged knight, so this is a man with experience who knows how to fight. He's the kind of person you want protecting you. Oh my god. Someday I'll hold lands of my own. No, well, he is the heir, actually. Oh, this isn't going well. There's the other Hightower. He's alright. I want to make... He's a member of the Warriors' Sons. This isn't going great. This is not going too well. Lannister's 26. How about Stefan Karen? He's a skilled fighter. Do you want to do it? He will do it! Okay! We found someone. Lord Commander Stefan Karen Niels, your grace, he said to be the highest honor to serve in your Kingsguard. He's a similar kind of build. Skilled fighter, so he's better in talent. He's not brave, but he is deceitful, which gives him personal combat skill. And he is a commander, which I like. I like to have this education focus for any of my Lord Commanders of the Kingsguard. I don't know, I feel like it's just more fitting. He's got a pretty good personal combat skill, and he's a more aged knight like we wanted. Gerald Lannister, will you join as well? Ah, it would be the highest honor to serve in your Kingsguard, so we've gotten the Lord of the Rock's brother to join me. Next, young Hightower. Yeah, the young Hightower boy. It would be the highest honor to serve in your Kingsguard, so that's 3 men. Aaron Uller, the young Dornish. It'd be the highest honor. There you go. He's knighted and joining the Kingsguard at 16. There was another of the guys I was looking at. Richard Root, that's who it is. Kingsguard? Oh, okay. Fair enough. I mean, I have, what, 4 members now? Ramsey Oliver. I didn't even want you in my Kingsguard. Gonna ask religion group, though. See if any other Northmen maybe want to take it up. Brandon Stark? Would you be willing? He's heir to the North, so maybe he'd be willing to renounce his inheritance? Yeah, no. Is this the default answer for all Northmen? Because I didn't know that. I usually don't ask Northmen just in general. But I didn't know there was a default answer for them, that they all said no. Because then it seems kind of redundant to even let me appoint them, doesn't it? Woolfield, You're the guy who didn't want to do it, so I already asked you. Wow, it's been like 11 minutes of just Kingsguard. Thrilling content, I'm sure. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna let time pass and let the events pop up for me for the remaining members. Castle at the Dragon Gate needs a new commander. New commander in the King's Gate. New commander in the Sept, and new commander in the City of Fleet Bottom. So we got Lucerys for the Dragon Gate. Bathon for the King's Gate. Sept and Janar in the Sept of Remembrance. And Veyron is the Master of Fleet Bottom. Now we want to pick our own commander of the Gold Close. I think that's still a title. Is it? Maybe it's not actually, because might need to improve it first. A vacancy. Okay, knights from powerful houses. Let's look at those. Talwyn Tarley. I don't want Cravens on my Kingsguard. No. Tyget Greenfield. Maybe. Greenfield, do you want to join me? He will. Okay, there you go. There's a new man. I desperately need gold. My friend Damon has invited me to a grand banquet. Lots of people and lots of good food. Now there's a little thing about the childhood focuses, because someone requested that I turn, I think, Arian's focus to a more martial one straight away. A thing I like to do when playing is, with children, I like to wait till they're 6, and based partially on how their skills develop and partially on who their father is, who I'm playing as, basically, I'll select their focus then, right? So if I'm someone who's very just and very honorable, I'll more than likely give my kids a duty focus. If I'm very zealous, I might give them faith. Maybe if I'm a proud, cruel man or something, I'll give him pride. Or if the line is thin and he's the heir, I'll groom him for pride because it's for rulership. Just a bunch of these things. Because I feel like it gives a lot more variety with the use of childhood focuses. Because usually I'd end up just picking struggle for the boys and etiquette for the girls, and it just gets a little basic. So I like to do that to add a little bit of flavor to the characters. See if they change a bit. You know, maybe lean more towards intrigue. So that's what I'm going to do with Arian. Wait till he's 6 and then give him a focus. Greatest knights in the realm, Lionel Hightower. I don't like that you're in the Warrior's Sons. Oh, Giles of West Point. Yes, I'll give it to him. Stafford Hughes, really good, though. Give it to both of you. Okay, Giles of West Point. Can I like your sigil. I really like it. Can I change? How about just West Point? Sir Giles West Point. How's that? There you go. Is that all of them? Do we have all the Kingsguard? Maybe we're missing 1 or 2. No, yeah, that's first 7 swords of the Kingsguard. The Lord Commander Stefan Karen, Stormlander, a decent fighter. He's really nothing to be bragging about. Then you have Sir Stafford Hugh, a young Westerman knight. I like his little gold-plated armor. Brave, skilled fighter. Sir Taggart Greenfield, whose wife recently died, and that's why he's joining the Kingsguard. He's a little depressed from the death of his wife. but he's a skilled swordsman, decent commander. Obviously he's highborn. Sir Giles Westpoint, lowborn, but he fought with us in the war. He was in my court. So he's been appointed Westerosi Valyrian. Always good to have a man that I trust, and he's probably one of the men I trust the most in my Kingsguard immediately. Skilled fighter. He has a little bonus for being a commander. Aaron Oller, who's the only Dornishman here. Young, but he's really good. Skilled fighter, brave, a skilled commander. I could see him becoming Lord Commander of the Kingsguard. Garmin Hightower, a trained fighter, brave, of the Hightowers of Old Town. So really highborn. And then another really highborn guy, Gerald Lannister, the brother of the King of the Rock. Or the Lord Paramount of the Rock, sorry. Not anymore, you're not king. Oh, I'm not going to do that yet. Let's keep going, because I've really not advanced the time too much. What's going on with that? Do I have ships up or something? Or is that just old? No, that's just old. Fantastic. Lord of the Westerlands used a favor on the king who knelt. What are you convincing him to join? Lower Crown Authority. Lauren, don't do that. Don't be that kind of guy. We arrived in Driftmark, where Lord Daemon has greeted us warmly to his feast. Bread, salt, and pale ale has been served as is the guest right, and the most delicious aromas are coming from the kitchens. Thank you for having us. Great to be here. And there's the faction. Winter Fever in White Harbor. I was seated beside Master Joshua at the feast, and although we had never really talked before, we really hit it off. We ended up together in the garden with a couple of bottles of pale ale from Lord Daemon's well-stocked cellar. So I've become friends with the Master of Spicetown. That's really interesting. Alan Thorne taken by the Lord of Hayford in his little rebellion. Just scheme, Visenya. Just scheme. Lord Daemon's feast is over, and it's time to begin with the long way home. To begin the long way home, after the food, the entertainment, and the warmth, the real world suddenly feels cold and hostile. Will there be a feast next year? There can be a feast whenever you want it. You're king, Aegon. You're the only king now. You've done it. A lot of stuff still to do, but we need gold for that. And, I don't have gold right now. Gonna have to change that Baratheon sigil. And hopefully he'll get married to someone and I won't have to get him married. Are you losing this war? How are you? You're a fantastic commander. Ori, just go smash him. He's let him take Harrenhal for him. Oh, no, he hasn't. Okay. Where are you? Oh, he's gone straight for Nettlemont. Fair enough. And, Harren's just going after Derry for whatever reason, instead of trying to take Harrenhal. Well, there's a third High Septon. Interesting that this is High Septon the third. I never really thought of that. Because the first one was in 6685. It's a little bit of a gap between your High Septons there, Faith. There's no one for 100 years. 130 years. This was a really old High Septon. Lived 70 years and 130. Your Grace, I write to express my consternation at the fact Master Ballman enjoys the command of your armies when someone of higher status would clearly be more appropriate. So he wants to be a commander. Yeah, I don't see why not. Sure. We have to give a lot of these titles. Cupbearer. And Paramount Knight. Who could I make it? Suppose the Lord Commander of my Kingsguard. It's the usual. I won't make Rhaenys a handmaiden. Come on. To her sister. Seems insulting. It's like coming out and saying she's the lesser queen. Alan and Chittering provided me with proof that someone has been viciously slandering me. Who's this someone? Sir Aegor? Just a random knight? I don't much care. A 37-year-old knight of no name in my court really isn't much of a threat. He's just friends with the King's Justice. Oh, did someone join? No, he's just growing more powerful. I mean, as long as we have the dragons pretty early on, I'm not too threatened by them. And we have positive gold. Good. What's this? The City of King's Landing. I forgot to give that away to someone. Not the knight who's been supposedly slandering me. You know, I'm not stupid. Quentin Coharies, the Master at Arms of the Iron Throne. I'll give his son, Alton. Yeah, you. You can command the gold cloaks in King's Landing. Congratulations. Your Grace, despite my best efforts to try and improve your wrongly tarnished reputation, it seems your standing in the realm has lessened. The ravens I sent were merely greeted with scorn and skepticism, whilst the nobles I met did not believe the explanations I provided for your just actions. Rainies, how did you do that? How are you Oh, wait, no, you can't do that. Come on. You can't do that. Are you crazy? What, are you insane? Why would you do that? You're not even rivals. Don't kill your sister. That's wrong. But yeah, don't tarnish my reputation, Rainies. Fool. Damn right your scheming was misdirected. Unbelievable, trying to kill her sister, and then she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was misdirected in my scheming. It's not scheming, that's murder. She's had a dragon egg from Araxes, which is good. Maybe she'll give it to Aegon, who is her son, after all, so don't see why not. What are you doing? Oh, why don't you have the Stony Shore already? I mean, I could have just granted him to you and you would probably have liked me more. But I'm not going to command you to end war. Well, not like that. We'll do that. I'll pay the interest for the Lord Commander of my Kingsguard, yeah? I mean, he's the Lord Commander of my Kingsguard. Ronald Eyre and I have a lot of time to kind of groom into being more of a loyalist, I guess. Would you? No, he wouldn't. Seeing if he would be taken as my squire, maybe. King always needs good squires, and I have none. 200. Oh, Lord Stark. They have 100,000 men if they want to try and challenge me. Listen, I don't... He's right about this, though. It's not even that I don't care, because it's not. It's just that he's right. He should have the Stony Shore. So I'm not going to order him to stand down. That's ridiculous. Ories, what are you doing? You winning? How are you not winning? You've taken Nettlemont. What are you doing? I really don't like that war, because I think Heron might win. And I don't want to have to deal with the horse having taken over the Trident. Because I don't think I'll have a legitimate reason to imprison him. And therefore for him to revolt. Because if I just imprison him and he comes, I can't really revoke it. There you go. Rhaenys granted her dragon egg to my son Aegon. So hopefully he'll hatch himself a nice dragon. And we'll add to our collection of 3 right now. Just that, so no. The High Septon's title, Dangerous Factions, Traditional Heir title. No, 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 no. 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 Yeah, none of those. So, the Starks have finished their war in the north. Just waiting for them to finish so I can appoint Oris my hand. I guess I'll have to have an intermediate hand till Oris ascends back. And Clarence Chalstead is, to be fair, he's really good. So I'll make him the hand of the king. Like, he's good at diplomacy and stewardship, which are the 2 things a hand needs. So yeah, he'll oversee the realm, give me all those benefits while Oris is away. And that'll sort out issues with the council. Because they can't just not have a hand for like 4 years. There's the end of that war. Which one of these do I want to do first? Not the Royal Fleet. And not the road network, because I want to save those. Well, maybe the road network, actually. Just not straight away. Because I want to improve some sort of fortifications. Because they do take a while to finish these. So either the fortifications or the Red Keep. But probably for the fortifications. The Red Keep improves this fort, Aegon's fort. Whereas the fortifications improves everything around it, I think. So let's do one on the Red Keep, and then we'll do one on the fortifications, I guess. Should probably be doing it the other way. To be fair. Improve our castle, then the others. Oh, God. He got the High Septon to join him. This is a really stupid war. I'm just gonna burn your armies. And I'll tell you what, although Aegon was a good king, he wasn't really that fond of mercy. Like, he burned the lords who stood against him. So I don't know how I'm gonna have to deal with you guys. For too long, the crown has restricted our historic rights and liberties. The time has come to lower the crown authority. Submit to this demand peacefully or face the consequences. Rest assured that I have gathered others who are equally upset. Signed, Lord Lauren of the Westerlands. So I'm obviously not going to be blackmailed. And there we go. I'm sorry. I told you guys there would be peace. That was a lie. There's never peace in the Iron Throne. Leo Greenfield has joined me. Thank God, actually. That's really good that he joined me, considering his father's in my Kingsguard. I like that. The Lord of the Vale immediately joined me. I think most of the Lord Paramounts would just cower behind their walls. Nice to see the one... Well, what did the Dornish do? Yeah, see, she's cowering behind her walls. She's not doing anything. Because the other lords are rebelling against me, right? Yeah, Mern and Torin and him are all rebelling. I don't have access to these two. He's joining me. So really the only one I can get is Dorne. Oh, and I guess the Stormlands. Why are you... Why is Megawar not... Huh. Well, fair enough, I guess. If she's on my side, she's on my side. You know. How many men do I get? 27,000. Not bad. 14,000 from the Stormlands alone. Which means I get 13,000 from my Crownlands vessels? That's really good. Call on the Dragonstone men as well. However many of them there are. The army in the Stormlands will stay in the Stormlands. And I think I'll give command of it to Visenya. And I'll go with Rhaenys on the force of King's Landing. So Visenya, here you go. Have command of the Stormlord's armies. You'll have a dragon with you. You should be fine. I don't see why you wouldn't be. Any other commanders? The Lord Commander, my Kingsguard, yes. Master of Durlin, I guess we'll give it to the Master of Fleetbottom. You can take Daemon. Yeah, you can take Daemon Valerian, considering I'm going already with another dragon. And take Alan Brune while you're at it, and I'll go with John Rosby and Rhaenys. Seems like a good plan. And maybe I should pick my new Lord Treasurer, considering the Westerlands are betraying me right now. So Crispian Celtigar, you'll be Master of Coin. Probably after the war's over, too. So that you might be able to collect me some more taxes while we're doing this. There's Dorne. Okay, so Dorne has answered my call. And has the Lord of Monhill in the Westerlands. Now, the issue with this war... Stokeworth's not joining me. It's a shame. The issue, as I was saying with this war, is that my capital's King's Landing. And it's not great. So, although he's not going to capture me or my sisters because we're off flying on dragons, there's a couple of kids I have who aren't old enough to fly on dragons yet. So, it could be that they take King's Landing and capture my kids. Well, I've got eliminated in a tourney by Sir Orton Bulwer, apparently. I'm sure that was fascinating. I'll read that event dialogue next time it shows up, but for now, yeah, no. Sir Terence Greenfield's treason is one thing, but that a Greenfield stands beside the Iron Throne. Yeah, no, that's what I was mentioning with Silverhill. I'm glad that his son joined me. That his father stays loyal to... Well, actually, they're playing both sides, aren't they? Clever. But yeah, I'll trust him. His son stayed on side. I don't see why he wouldn't. So Knight of the Kingsguard, he'll do his duty. I guess I'll read this. Sir Terence Greenfield's treason is one thing, but that a Greenfield stands beside the Iron Throne, carrying the very sword sworn to defend your life. Can Sir Taggart be trusted to honor his vows before his family? He is the Knight of the Kingsguard. He'll do his duty. Take him to the cells. I'll have no Greenfields in this hall. While that's something, off with his head. He's a Knight of the Kingsguard. So I trust him. I don't want to be jousting in Lord Mern's tourney when Lord Mern is rebelling. Why am I even watching it? I should just arrest everyone there and leave. Everyone was enjoying a fine display. Well, actually, I gotta stop reading tourney events when I'm at war. No. Stop it. Stop doing tourney things. Stop winning at jousts and whatnot. Oh god. What are you planning on doing there? There's Aegon. Where's Rhaenys? Rhaenys there. And finally, John Rosby. Yeah, and we'll go right here. Try. Are you landing? You are, okay. Bold strategy. His tourney's over. Fantastic. Well, we crushed them in the Battle of Rosby, considering they thought they could ambush some of my armies before joining up. They were very wrong. Thankfully, Dorne and the Vale have joined me, which is actually a surprisingly strong show of support from the Lord Paramounts early on. They're gathering their troops, looking nice. I'm going to send Visenya to the Reach, and I'm going to send my force to the west. So, Visenya, for now, I'll just send you to... We're somewhere with... Every place seems to have a decent supply limit. Should I just send you... Yeah, go outright to Highgarden, I guess. I don't know if I even should send my force anywhere. I'll hold Aegon's force around King's Landing to defend the capital, while Visenya goes and kind of torches land, so that they can't come in with an army and siege it and capture my kids. And because I expect they'll bring their forces to the Crown Lands. Lord Lancel Lannister's treason is one thing, but that a Lannister stands beside the Iron Throne, carrying the very sword sworn to defend your life, can generally be trusted. Yeah, he'll do his duty. I have to trust my knights of the Kingsguard. I don't think Aegon's a particularly untrustworthy man. The ongoing civil war has caused both loyal veterans and various adventurers to make their way to King's Landing for the muster. This is good. 3,000 Avenged troops. Excellent. All of them joining their king. And look at that. Now we've got a good army in King's Landing, 15,000 strong. What are you doing? Oh man, why did I put down those fleets? Bring them over. Do I have any ships here? Yeah, you have a couple. Oh, I'm just gonna have to muster any ships I have. On 43, that's a couple short. Because I can't let him take Dragonstone either. But here's the Lannister army incoming. Troubling times. March north, actually, Visenya, now that I see the Reachman force joining up with the Lannisters. Just want them holding in King's Landing. Oh, no, that's bad. I should have moved them beforehand. I want them holding in King's Landing, but what I was going to say is I don't want to have to burn the territory in King's Landing, and I'm going to now. I'm going to have to. I'll try to hold him to Dragon Harassing, but I don't think Rhaenys will be as kind. Okay, well, good. Crispian is collecting me more coin, which is always nice. And the Lannisters are coming in as well. Could a grassy Vale ambush that Lannister force? There you go. Did Rhaenys burn it? No, she didn't, and we've just immediately slaughtered them. Why are you... Visenya, you're here! You're not in King's Landing at all! Oh my god, your grace, we received word that the dragon Vhagar, owned by Queen Visenya, has died in King's Landing. She had suffered a grievous injury that had rendered her unable to fly and eventually killed her. Was she injured in one of the conquests, maybe? And she just succumbed to the maiming now? Because Balerion and Meraxes are fine. Oh, that sucks so hard. Vhagar didn't even have any dragon eggs, so Visenya's just without a dragon for a while. Till I get one, I guess, because I don't think Rhaenys will give her one. Arion's got a little egg. A legend fades, but even worse, this force is now a lot less impressive. Battle of White Sword Tower, complete victory. Captured a captain of Hedge Knights who are going to ransom. For 145, that's pretty good. To my liege, the Rye warrior Aegon, it has not escaped me that several of your commanders lack formal training in military tactics. I would like to offer my services by training Alan, and Stefan in the use of advanced battlefield stratagems. Yeah, do it. Okay, so what we'll do, now that we're at peace and we're relatively close between these two armies, it's not that far a distance, Visenya comes over to take up the flank, and we send Rhaenys on her dragon to take command of this force. With that done, go to Roseford. She's only 15 martial now. Oh, Visenya. I mean, she's still a great warrior. It's just, she lost her dragon. Lannisters, I'm going to be much harsher on you now, by the way. I am not going to be happy when this war's over. The fact that you chose to rebel again after being like the only standing king that didn't bend the knee, the Reach bent the knee, the North bent the knee. You chose to stand, forced me to go to Casterly Rock and like burn it down, and now you're doing this again. Plus, you got my sister's dragon killed. Oh, I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's not gonna be nice. Aegon's gonna go in a fury with Visenya straight to Casterly Rock and burn it down to the ground right now. Hopefully I'll hit that 20% chance and just slaughter the Lannisters. Rains, I'm looking your direction for a new Lord Paramount. Maybe the Greenfield, since they're the only lords who join me, but Silverhill's not a massive castle, is it? Well, there goes my Master Coin. Died a natural death. He's really good, too. He can just replace him. Alton. Who are you trying to kill? Okay, unimportant. So there's the Rose Watch taken. Did you win a battle? Or where did the force go that they had? I think they might have split them. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going? I didn't know any better. I'd say you were trying to do a King's Landing rush. But I'm not a dumb AI. I'm not gonna let you do that. New Lord Commander on the wall, Orbert the Black Centaur. He's really good. Really good fighter, at least. Every night, ever since he was given it, my son, Aegon, has been sleeping with his dragon egg, but it has remained cold. As the months slip by, we've given up hope of it hatching anytime soon. This must be a bad omen. This isn't great. We lose a dragon, and now Aegon's dragon egg is cold. On that note, we're already a little over the time we want. Well, here's the new Lady of Dorne joining me as well. Good to know. So I'm going to end this episode here. We have Lannisters and Gardeners in Dragonstone and in Driftmark. Just, they're more than likely going to take it unless I can get these men on the ships, maybe. We have Starks raiding through the Riverlands, coming into the Crownlands. Gardeners besieging Blackheart, and a dead dragon. And my loyalist forces are all just rushing into Casterly Rock. So we'll have to see how this little rebellion turns out for the traitorous Lords Paramount. If you did enjoy this, do like and subscribe, and maybe if you want to leave some ideas of what to do with these lords when I'm done with them, then yeah, leave those in the comments section. I'll have a look at them. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and bye.